Greetings to each and everybody. Omnia Vincit Veritas. Let's talk about the 9 Tantric Portals. The 9 Tantric Portals in your mechanism as a human being. This vessel you've borrowed from over 5 billion atoms, which is 5 billion life cells, has 9 tantric portals. So from these 9 tantric portals, which is the 9 portals, I will be talking about one rare and specific portal. It is called divine vehicle. Whatever I am teaching you, I want you to pay attention to my teachings very attentively. Do not be coincide with what I am teaching, but rather reason and take my teachings into meditation. Because the wise man always says, pure knowledge, which is wisdom, is not found in the textbooks. It is not found in scriptures, in textbooks. It can only be found into the heart of the pure one, which is the pure heart. So when your heart is pure, the universe opens the door of wisdom. The Akashic records opens for you. So in every human being body, there is 9 essential places, and these points are unique portals. One is your 2 eyeball, your nostrils, the 2, making 4, your mouth, making 6, your ears, your anus, and if you are a man, your penis. Okay, if you are a woman, your VG. So when you put all this together, it adds up to 9 significant portals. These portals has a significant role to play in your life, and each of these portals represents a month in which a theta goes through as a life cycle journey. Each and every human being, approximately, if there is no any complications, we all know every human being should go through this 9 cycle process, which is the 9th month. 9 months of what? Life cycle for the fetus to do what? To form. So each stage of this cycle that the fetus forms resonates and aligned with one of these 9 portals that I stated earlier. But today I am only going to talk about the regular one, the one most adults always get access to it ignorantly they misuse it and they lack the benefits of it. If you look at the VGA itself, look at it very well. And if you look at the ankh, I've spoken about this ankh before. So you see the ankh, the top of the ankh, what is the upper level of the ankh? It represents the womb. The womb that endures you, that carries you out of that darkness, out of that silent mode. The womb that became your first mother to orient your process of what? Being human. A mother who took care of you from the state of sperm to blood clot to the end of the process. That is the top of the ankh, which is why when you understand this mystery, you can use the womb of your mother to seek for blessings for your life, because that is the your first plane. That is where you started to form this physical body that you've borrowed. That is when it is after the agreement was signed and sealed. That is where this whole beings came together, which is the atom, came together to lend you this body, and you were formed over there. So that particular place has a very miraculous energy. One day we will be talking about it. Okay, so the two side of the ankh is the two ovaries. So you see the ankh itself is a special thing, and at the same time when you look at the ankh, it's like a nose where you inhale the divine consciousness. When your breath is being stopped, when you stopped, you close your nostril and your mouth right now, the first thing you lose is your consciousness. You go unconscious. So if you lose your consciousness, that means the exact thing you always inhale within you was not just an ordinary air, but rather the consciousness of God. So which is why the ankh is the consciousness, which is why this particular portal that I'm about to talk about, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 8th portal. The 8th portal, which is the Scorpio. The 8th portal, which is the serpent. The 8th, life cycle, life rotating, starting from where it begins and ends from that same place. 8 is very special, and 8 are very intelligent and very expert and accurate whatever they do. And 8 is the modification of your flesh. So 8 is the number that you don't need to raise up your hand before you can write it multiple times. You can write 8 at a speed level on multiple times without raising up your hand. A is always accurate, abundant, focus. So this 8, which is the 8th portal that I'm going to talk about, is the vagina and the penis. If you look at the penis itself, the testicle and the penis itself, it looks exactly like the nose. The two nostrils, which is the testicle, and this region is the penis itself. You inhale, Okay, the divine consciousness. So that is why it is through that means reproduction takes place, which is why it is through that means life comes into being. Life comes into existence by through sexual intercourse, bringing this consciousness and that consciousness together, which is why in the Ankh it represents the both penis and the VG coming together to form life, to form reproductivity, to form abundance on earth. Bible says that give birth, multiply the earth. So abundance. So when you know how to use this portal very well, life changes for you. Life transcend in a different dimension and different level. Thank you.